If you are having any difficulties with that, please feel free to put your question in the chat. So good evening, everyone, and welcome to all of our interested parents, students, and families. I'm Pamela Dzinski, the principal of Mills High School, and on behalf of the entire Mills faculty, staff, and community, thank you for your interest in Mills and for joining us during this virtual program. Several years ago, I came to Mills as the assistant principal, and like many of you this evening, I was new to the Mills community and searching for what makes Mills so special. I quickly learned that Mills is truly a magical place for teaching and learning, and we hope to give you a glimpse of that magic in this program.
I'm still not in the channel. Excuse me, sorry.
Oh, that's fine. Thank you.
Okay.
Tonight, I want you to see that there is no single story that defines the Mills experience. The Mills community is proud of our ability to serve a diverse group of students. We are inclusive and we welcome students and families of all races, ethnicities, and nationalities, students with a range of learning abilities, students and families from our LGBTQ community, those with diverse family structures, students, parents, and caregivers who speak a first language other than English, and students and families of all religions and cultures and of all income backgrounds. We honor and celebrate our multiple stories as a learning community, finding strength in our diversity. There is a place for every student at Mills. We know that each student needs something different in order to succeed, and our school community is committed to providing those supports. As principal of this amazing school, I've watched students who have struggled academically their freshman year leave prepared to go to a four-year college. I've seen students who excel in every academic area join Mills and discover a spark or an unknown passion, whether it's on the stage, on our athletic field, or in our makerspace. I've observed students who grapple with social, emotional, and peer issues start their freshman year at Mills, struggling to make friends, and then be elected to our associated student body their junior and senior years. I've watched students who have never participated in an organized sport develop as three-season athletes. These are just some of the multiple stories that inspire educators like myself and our esteemed faculty and staff to provide the best high school experience for all of our Vikings. The Mills experience is truly transformative, both academically and personally for our students. I ask you to imagine 4.5 years from now on the day of your student's high school graduation. Ask yourself, what kind of young adult do you want your child to be on that day? If you want them to be prepared for college and beyond, if you want them to have discovered their passion, if you want them to have learned the social, emotional skills to be a healthy young adult, then Mills is a place for them. I promise you that they will reflect on their 4 years at Mills as one of the many highlights of their life. And on that day, the day of their graduation, they will have wished that they had more time on the Viking ship. Thank you for joining us this evening. I now have the honor to introduce our PTO president, Karen Batuki, and our 8th grade parent liaison, Monica Okan, to speak to you about our incredible PTO.
Thank you, Ms. Dzinski, and welcome everyone here tonight. As Ms. Dzinski said, my name is Karen Bachuki. I am the PTO president. I'm sorry if you hear some dogs in the background. I didn't realize they were going to be in here, so please excuse them. But I do have two high schoolers at Mills. I have a daughter who is a senior and a son who is a sophomore this year. I've been active in the PTO for this is my 4th year in the PTO, and I have this is my 2nd year as PTO president. I'm also a Mills Viking graduate myself, so it's really exciting to be back now as a parent volunteer, and I'm really honored to be working with such a wonderful group in the PTO. Do we have Monica on? Was she able to make it? I don't think so. So I'll just continue. Monica Ocon is our 8th grade liaison. What that means is that she will be reaching out. She is a new 9th grade parent, and she will be reaching out to all of our feeder schools that have 8th grade classes. So that would be Taylor, even, you know, BIS, and all of the private schools in the area, to let you know of any events taking place. I'm so sorry. Hey. They're playing tug of war. There's nothing bad happening. Oh my goodness.
We love dogs here at Mills too.
Yes, I took it away.
Okay.
We're dog sitting, so there was a little excitement going on. But anyway, back to the PTO. She will be your contact if you have any questions. So on the previous slide, I did have her email listed. It's 8th grade liaison at millshighschoolpto.org. And then also, I didn't have room to put it on, I just realized, but you can visit our website at millshspto.org, and there is all the information you will need to find there regarding our upcoming events, our contact information, how to donate, and our annual fund. So we do encourage you to visit and learn more, and also to reach out to us if you have any questions whatsoever. I just did want to go over really quickly, what is the mission of the PTO and why should you join the PTO? Our mission is to communicate by keeping our Mills community informed, connect parents with other parents, teachers, and administration, collect funding to support Mills annual fund and PTO programs, and to celebrate our students, teachers, staff, and administrators. The top 5 reasons to join, expanding on our mission, is that it's rewarding. There's a $50 membership, and that membership and your time and support allows our student and staff to experience great events. So we do things like Cookies and Cram, which is coming up soon. We like to provide cookies and refreshment to our students during Dead Week before finals, and really support them as they're studying. We have teacher appreciation lunches. We have a Mills Mania event. We provide all of our graduates with beautiful graduation leis and more. Also, be in the know. When you're part of the PTO, you have access to teachers and administration at PTO meetings and discussions. Boost student performance and studies. Boost your students' performance. Studies have shown that students benefit academically from parent involvement in PTO and other organizations. So it's definitely great to be involved as a parent. Support our Mills community via fundraising efforts for the Mills Annual Fund and the MHS Rapid Relief Fund. So the Annual Fund is a fund that supports our programs at Mills, like science, our wellness program, technology needs, and anything that's not already part of the core funding we receive from the school district. So this really helps keep our school the excellent school it is, and really support the programs that are unique to Mills. And then we also have our Rapid Relief Program we put in place in April 2020 to support families that have been really heavily affected and at risk due to the COVID pandemic. So with that funding, we've been able to collect over, I think, $60,000 in funding and assist almost 100 families in our district. We continue to do so. And finally, it's fun. You get to connect with parents, share ideas and experiences, attend events with great food. We're starting to have our in-person events again, and so we always make sure to have food there, and learn from presentations and make a positive impact on our students and their future. So we do hope that you'll be joining us in the Mills community, and we hope to see you at a PTO event sometime soon.
Thank you, Ms. Bertucci. And I'm Jose Gomez, one of the assistant principals here at Mills. And here is our amazing, the rest of the admin team. Obviously, you've met Principal Dazinski. We have AP Slacks, who's also going to speak later on as well. And then we also have Mr. Dean Christian. I'll have him and I'll invite him to the room to unmute and kind of introduce himself here. And he's an integral part of Mills that kind of helps us connect and get to know the heartbeat of what's going on our campus and really connect with our students and making sure that we are supporting all our students wherever they are at. So Dean Christian.
Hey, everybody. It's nice to be here. I just got back from a bike ride to kind of like sorbet the day, if you will, and get ready for 8th grade parent night. So I went to get my teaching credential at the College of Notre Dame. And when I did my student teaching, I did it at Taylor Middle School. And then I went to CAP and I did my teaching there as well. And it is so great to land at Mills after all these years. I'm the Dean of Students. And what does that mean? That means that I work with your students, families, and staff to make sure that kids are making good choices. And when they are not making good choices, I redirect them to find the right way and fly the flag of righteousness and make better choices. I do have a twitch in my eye, and that is absolutely related to my job. But I do love being at Mills. It is one of the finest high schools in the Bay Area. It is one of the best schools in California, and it is nationally rated. And it's your neighborhood school. So you are really happy to be where you are. It is a nice night for you. I hope you get all your questions answered. And if you don't, my door is always open and you can come and see me. And I hope you have a great informative evening on your 8th grade parent night.
Thank you, Mr. Christian. And one thing I just want to encourage the audience tonight is we have our Q&A open tonight. So please ask away all your questions. We have the rest of our amazing leadership team, which is our department heads for the Mills community. We have our CT department chair, English department chair here, health, mathematics, physical education, science, special education as well, social science, visual performing arts, and world language. So we are all here to answer all your questions regarding the transition to high school. And I know math is going to be a hot topic, but so we have our 2 department chairs here to answer any of those questions. Yes, we do well academically, but we also focus on the whole child here. And part of that team that supports this work is our amazing wellness team. Our amazing wellness team led by Stacia Veal, who is the lead wellness coordinator, Ms. Laura Hahn and Ms. Lisa Wines, who provide social emotional support for our students and play an integral part in our community here, and also provide education for students and families regarding mental health and mental health awareness. And one of the big upcoming events we host annually is our mental health assembly school-wide, which is a key event for our site. And our other group that I wanted to introduce is our amazing counseling department chair, Ms. Rachel Mack, who is department chair for this amazing team we have here at Mills. Ms. Mack, come and introduce yourself.
Good evening, parents, welcome, and students as well. So like Mr. Gomez said, I'm Rachel Mack. Not only am I a counselor at Mills, but my own children also attended Mills, and we actually moved to Millbrae just so our kids could come to this amazing school, and they had a great experience. So as you can see, these are our 4 counselors in terms of how we want to support your students. In addition to supporting their social emotional well-being, we're also here to support their academic success. So we help them with course selection, if students are struggling in their classes or they're struggling academically, we definitely want to be there for them all 4 years to see how we can troubleshoot and provide access to different interventions. And then, of course, we are also supporting the college and career process. And so right now, our counselors are very busy working with all of our seniors and supporting them in applying to colleges. So we here at Mills really love our students, and the counselors. We're here to just ride that journey with your student all 4 years.
Thank you, Ms. Mack. And then here at Mills, we obviously run a robust and rigorous academic program that we could highlight and say, yes, we do well each year in our AP courses. We have a wide range of AP offerings. We have some great and amazing math teachers that push the academic contact. We have a strong electives program that is going to be highlighted in this presentation, and as well as our student experience, because that is a key component of Mills High School. It's not just only the academics, it's what is happening day in and day out. And we want to share and highlight all this. We also focus on providing for supports for students coming in, like the Algebra Bridge program that is run by Ms. Kovacs and Ms. Montani each summer for some kids that need a little bit more support in their algebra skills. We host them here at Mills for about a month to kind of get them ready to transition into math and algebra at Mills. And then we also have a number of support classes on campus along with our IEP process and students with learning disabilities. We have Mr. Anderson and his team that provide interventions and supports with students in a full inclusion model here at Mills that we pride ourselves on. And then one of the programs we would like to highlight is our SAIL program. And I'm gonna ask Mr. Headley to come into the room and share a little bit of highlights on this great program.
Hi, I'm Nils Headley, and I am a teacher and also a parent, at least for one more year. I mean, okay, he's gonna live, but he only has one more year at Mills. And I'm also one of the teachers in the SAIL program. SAIL is a program for 9th graders to help the transition from 8th grade to high school. And in SAIL, the students take English, math, science, PE, health, and ethnic studies all together. And teachers in the SAIL program work with students to make sure that the students make that nice transition from middle school to high school. It's a wonderful program. And I mean, today we just had an example where Ms. Rustia, the bio teacher, came into the advisory class and said, hey, well, you guys in the advisory class have an assignment that needs to be done by today. And so let's get on it. And I knew what they were doing and I could help them with it. It's a wonderful program where we get to talk a lot about our common students. Focus of the SAIL is developing healthy academic and personal behaviors. As Mr. Christian says, make good choices, people. We don't want Mr. Christian to get a twitchy eye or anything. By the way, if you see a raccoon back here, give me a heads up. SAIL is not for struggling students. It is for every student. I wish that it had been an option for my son when he was choosing Mills, but it wasn't. And so there's that. It's about creating positive identities, and Mr. Preto and I work together to help students with that. That's pretty much SAIL. It's a wonderful experience, inclusive, and the kids that we get in the SAIL program, we really get to know them well over the course of the year, and I think it's a wonderful thing. So having said that, I think I'm supposed to toss it to Warren Kwong, our Mills ASB student and a former pre-calculus student of mine. Warren?
Miss Dove, you want to jump in here until see if you could be elevated in the panelist?
Sure. We're working out some technical difficulties as we continue forth in this 21st century way of learning and communicating about how wonderful Mills is. Hi, everyone. My name is Alexandra Dove. I'm the activities director at Mills High School. So I am in charge of our leadership program. In our leadership program, we put on all the student-run activities and events, anything and everything you can think of, from spirit days to assemblies, to full-blown rallies and dances, and anything and everything in between. It's really a pleasure to work with these students and get to see how they are basically putting together these events, thinking about what the student body is needed, and really trying to address and respond to those needs. And I see that Warren and Henry, one of our ASB rally commissioners, have been promoted to panelists. So I'm going to pause here and let the two of them speak, and then I'll come back later to talk a little bit more. Henry, Warren, y'all ready for us yet? I'm practicing my teacher wait time, seeing if they will unmute themselves. And I'll keep talking while they unmute them. Oh, here comes Warren. All right.
Okay, so I can go first. And then also, Ms. Dove, can you promote the other ASB members to panelists? Okay, so good evening, 8th grade parents. My name is Warren Kwong, and I'm the current ASB president. And the topic that I would like to discuss today is school dances. So since we just had our homecoming dance last week, every year we have 3 dances at Mills High School. That is our homecoming dance, our formal dance, and our prom. But prom is for seniors and juniors unless a underclassman is asked by a junior or senior. So in 9th grade, I really wasn't into dances, and I didn't really want to go to our school dances, but I was eventually convinced to go. And at my formal freshman year, this was the first time that I actually experienced a sense of community with upperclassmen, because on a normal basis, I did not really interact with upperclassmen, and as a freshman. So during the dance, I would be jumping up and down, and I looked around and I saw myself surrounded by seniors and juniors. And even though it was maybe just a couple of seconds, I was able to connect with them and feel a connection with those seniors and juniors. And so I think dances are a really good opportunity for your underclassmen to feel a connection with and feel a sense of community within our school. And if your child isn't really into dances, so for the first time we offered games, movies, and there's also really, students are also really enthusiastic about the photo booth, which is another opportunity at dances.
Thank you, Warren. Warren is our ASB Associate Student Body President this year. So he is actually overseeing and representing all of the student body. He started actually as a freshman class council member and now is helping out with all of our students. We have a couple of our other ASB representatives. I believe Cardin, you wanted to speak next.
Hi, everyone. My name is Cardin Lamb, and I'm currently the ASB Vice President. So you heard Warren talk a little bit about our dances, and after I speak, I think Henry will talk a little bit about our rallies and our spirit activities. But really quick, I just want to let you guys know how your child, or if you're a student that's listening, how you can get involved with actually planning these activities rather than just being an attendee. So at Mills, we have a leadership class, and currently, unfortunately, it's only available to sophomores, juniors, and seniors. But at the end of your freshman year, you'll be able to apply for the class when the counselors allow you to select your classes for next year. But if you want to become a student leader right away at Mills, typically after the first few weeks of school, about a month or so, we hold our freshman class council elections. So our class council for freshmen consists of a president, a vice president, a treasurer, and a secretary. And how this works is you'll submit an application, and then you'll have like a week or two, usually like that kind of period, to promote yourself and campaign to other students. And at the end of that period, we'll host like a democratic voting process where students in the entire freshman grade will vote for a candidate. And once you're selected, you'll basically be able to support leadership without actually being in class by picking participants for various games that we host, or helping out with our rallies, or you can fundraise for your class. So if you want to become a student leader right away and get involved with leadership at school, running for a freshman class council is a great way to get started.
Hi, my name is Henry Garrett. I'm the ASB Rally Commissioner, and I am currently in our Mills Band Room, still on campus. And I'll talk to you today about our rallies, our Spirit Weeks, and how kids could connect to each other with our school activities. We have 2 rallies a semester, 4 in total. And we finished our welcome back rally, which is when we welcomed and invited all of the students back to campus, especially since we hadn't had a rally in quite a while. So this was a new experience for our freshmen and sophomores. Our rallies consist of games, activities, class cheers, and overall it's just a way for everybody to feel included and hyped up to be a part of Mills and take pride in your class. Currently, last week or a few weeks ago, we had our Spirit Week with the theme of Star Wars, which related to our dance and homecoming. For Spirit Weeks, we have many activities where we dress up with a certain theme, and then we all take pictures, all promote, and we also have lunchtime games usually where you all participate. All of that contributes to your class's total spirit points and all of the sorts. We were recently given the privilege and opportunity to have our entire leadership class do a training to better involve ourselves and others into just learning how to make all of our Spirit Days, rallies, anything that leadership does a better place and more inclusive. So it is tough for some students to, get involved or be included in like Spirit Days when we dress up. So we're learning different ways and ideas to have everybody feel comfortable, so we could all be united as one big collective of Mills. Our school is very spirited. We have a lot of kids enjoying like dressing up with their friends, taking pictures, being included. Our staff are very spirited as well. And overall, it's super fun. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Cayenne, and I'm the ASB Culture and Climate Commissioner for this year. And although this was already touched upon, I'd like to talk about the academic courses offered at our school. There's a variety of AP classes that is offered at Mills, whether it's science classes such as AP Environmental Science, Biology, Chemistry, Physics 1, or Math, which includes Statistics, Calculus, Computer Science, History, which includes US history, etc. Or whether you're more artistic, you could choose to take studio art drawing, and other courses include world languages such as Chinese, Japanese, and Spanish. And our school also offers 2 types of electives, which is career technical education, shortened into CTE, which we require 1 year to take for graduation. And these are courses that kind of incorporate academic learning and develops your technical skills, such as architectural design, art of video, food and nutrition, which a lot of students at our school like to take because you cook a lot of different foods, journalism, yearbook, and other classes like that. Another type of elective is VAPA, which stands for Visual Arts Performing Arts. These classes include drama, if you're into plays and anything like that. If you're more musical, we have band, orchestra, choir, and our jazz ensemble. And other electives include psychology, tutoring, teacher's aid, and GATE. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Chloe Lagunte, and I am the ASB Treasury. Another event that you could look forward to in the school year is the Mental Health Assembly. This year it is on Monday, November 1st, which is next week, but it usually occurs in September. This event is put together by the students in the leadership class along with the wellness counselors. At the assembly, students can anonymously share their mental health journeys and tips. In previous years, a few staff members shared their stories, which was amazing to hear. And wellness counselors talk about the importance of self-care, and they provide tips of their own for dealing with mental health and ways that students are able to help their peers. Yeah, so the assembly is just a friendly reminder to our fellow peers who are struggling with mental health that they're not alone and that self-care is important. The sharing of the mental health stories is like an act and a contribution to our community, making Mills a welcoming and supportive environment.
Hi guys, my name is Masai Miyake. I am one out of the two ASB Rally Commissioners. You heard Henry Garrett, the other Rally Commissioner, speak for this. I'm also a 4-year varsity for boys soccer and a 2-year captain. So I would kind of like to go over some things about high school sports or about Mills. Well, obviously high school sports is obviously a little different from middle school sports. It'll be more competitive. It'll be more like teamwork involved. Just like it's overall just a little more of everything, if I would say. Some things I'd like to talk about is you can kind of say the whole Mills sports is like a whole community where it could be with the team, with the staff, with the other students who go and support. It's a really good environment at the games, such as football, basketball, volleyball. We actually had our senior night for volleyball and tennis yesterday, and it was like really bright. Like all the students were like screaming. Unfortunately, we lost, but it was really fun watching because people like were trying hard and everything. And yeah, it's just really fun going out there, and I'm sure it's fun for them to go out and play. One of our big game that I like to talk about is always the game against our rival Cap. We usually don't win, but we're looking for future athletes, so I hope you guys all join. That's it for the ASB. Thank you for listening to us.
All right, thank you, ASB members. So as you can hear from these students, ship, be that academics, be that sports, extracurriculars. If you have a passion, Mills is here to help you support that and pursue it to the best of our abilities. And as you can hear from our students are incredibly involved in all of our activities on the Viking ship. We really strive to be an incredibly inclusive community where we really want every student to feel that they have a place. And that's something that the leadership class is really dedicated to, and something that I think is really mirrored by many of our community members on our campus, from our adults and our students. It's really a wonderful place to be. Next, we're going to talk a little bit about some other extracurricular opportunities. You just heard quite a bit about some of our sports and some of our various classes, but we also have a very robust club program in which we have nearly 50 student clubs ranging from academic clubs, activism clubs, arts, culture, and society, community service, recreation. So any type of club you can think of, we probably have one here on the Viking ship for your incoming students. And we do have a couple of clubs that are going to talk a little bit about what they offer and share with you some of the potential opportunities that you have available for you on the Viking ship. So if we could go on to the next slide. So we have 5 of our amazing clubs to talk tonight. And tonight we're going to start off with our Caring for Foster Children Club, which is a new club that was created just this year. Michelle, are you here? All right, we're going to see if Michelle can be promoted to a panelist, but we'll move on to our next club, our Chinese Culture Club.
Could you also please promote Matthew Chu?
Yes. Thanks, Alyssa. But Alyssa, you can take it away and start talking.
Okay, so hello everyone, I'm Melissa Chiu and I'm the co-president and founder of the Mills Chinese Culture Club. And as a club, we strive to share and educate about the beauty of Chinese culture. Our club provides a welcoming and safe environment for anyone who wants a place to hang out and share their interest in Chinese culture with other Mills students with similar interests.
In our club, you can make so many new friends for lasting bonds, learn more about Chinese culture, and participate in all the fun events and activities in which we have planned. Some of our past activities include participating in virtual Lunar Year and hosting Chinese movie nights.
So for more information about us, or if you guys have any questions, please visit our website at http://sites.google.com/view/mills/ccc/home. Thank you.
Thanks, Alyssa. Next, we have our FCCLA club, and I believe Amber is going to talk to us along with Alyssa.
Hello, everyone. My name is Amber Chan, and I'm Mills FCCLA's chapter co-president.
Hello, everyone. I'm Alyssa Tat, and I'm also Mills FCCLA chapter co-vice president.
So FCCLA stands for Family, Career, Community Leaders of America, and it is a national student-led organization focused on preparing members with skills and knowledge for all aspects of life.
Members are able to obtain these skills through competitive events that are centered around various family and consumer sciences education courses, such as hospitality, tourism, which ties into our foods and nutrition and culinary courses here at Mills, as well as human services, education and training, and visual arts and design.
In addition, members are able to take on leadership roles, whether that be within the chapter, which is within Mills, region, which is the Bay Area, state, or even nationally.
When taking on these positions, students are able to gain and strengthen their public speaking, networking, teamwork, and leadership skills, as well as meet new people within Mills and the state.
FCCLA is truly a great opportunity for students to take the leap of faith. Thank you, and we hope to get the opportunity to be a part of your students' Mills journey.
Thanks, you two. All right, coming up next, we have Nathan and Coleman talking to us about PC Club.
All right. Hello, 8th graders and parents. My name is Coleman.
And I'm Nathan.
And we're currently seniors and the presidents of Mills PC Club. We founded PC Club in our sophomore year out of fascination with technology and a passion to share our interests with others. In the club, we have 4 focuses: website building, competitive coding, tech support, and social media. We strive to extend the role of the school in educating and supporting students by providing an environment where students can explore their interests in different aspects of computer technology.
And just to name several activities from the past couple of years, we've taken apart desktops and learned the ins and outs of each component, taught our members how to code websites, and even hosted a school-wide desk space competition. We aim to provide a better high school experience for our club members and to equip them with useful skills they can carry on to college and their future careers. If you want to learn more, you can visit our website, millspc.club.
Thank you again. All right, Michelle is here now to talk about caring for foster youth. So Michelle, if you'd like to unmute yourself.
Hi, my name is Michelle, and I'm the founder and president of the Caring for Foster Children Club, or C4FC for short. I created the club and I aimed to teach students how to empathize and connect with children 8 and under who are currently within the system. It would be a reminder to the children as well that through the care from us older peers that they're not alone and can still have a smile despite their situation. We intend to start duffel bag backpack drives as well as creating care birthday packages for the children. I and the other members will utilize the funds money for art supplies in making these projects as well as a trip to Six Flags at the end of the year. Many benefits include new friendships amongst the members, extensive college applications under volunteer hours, and a new lesson for every event spent volunteering. C4FC is fairly new and will always aim to be improved by the board members and myself. I know this club will benefit the Mills community in the most positive ways, especially the youth, both for the students and the children in the system. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Michelle. And finally, one of our last little snapshot of our clubs, we have our BobaBots, our award-winning robotics team, and Maddie and Alyssa are here to tell you a little bit more about them.
Hello, my name is Maddie Yee, the co-captain of the BobaBots, here with Alyssa Chu. We are the
I'm the
BobaBots.
operations
Oh,
captain
sorry.
of the robotics team as well.
Yeah, so we're 100% student-led club at Mills, and each year we build a new robot and participate in robotics competitions. Our goal is to provide a safe environment where students can develop interests in engineering and business.
Our team is actually divided into two parts, the technical side and the operations side. On the business or operations side, we learn how to manage a really large budget, write grants, reach out to sponsors, and to get sponsorships from really important companies. We also do many non-business related things, like we plan outreach events, learn graphic design, practice soft skills. Basically, we do all the non-technical things that are needed to keep the team running smoothly.
Yep, and on the technical side, we have construction where you can learn design and fabrication, electronics for wiring and component design, and programming where we fine-tune the robot movement in the language Java. So some major experiences you can get from the technical side are hands-on STEM experience and a close-up look into the engineering field, which is perfect, especially if you're interested in pursuing STEM career. So if you have more questions, please email us at mrtteam253@gmail.com or visit our website, bobabots253.org. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you to all of our student presenters, as I hope that you can glean from their talks that we have students who are so passionate about so many different interests. And what's really special about Mills is that we really want to celebrate those interests. We want to provide a space for these students to really pursue their passions, figure out who they are, what they're interested in, what they want to be. And it's really exciting because this is just such a supportive and inclusive space for that on the Mills campus. So now that you've heard quite a bit about some of the extracurricular opportunities available for students, we're going to go into a bit greater detail about the athletic opportunities. And we're going to invite Mr. Keller, who's our athletic director, to talk a little bit more about that. Take it away, Tim.
Thank you, Ms. Dove. My name is Tim Keller, the athletic director here on campus. I'm also a social science teacher, this year teaching both sophomores and juniors. I've been thrilled and I have been very lucky to engage with so many students on campus in the realm of athletics. I'm a former coach myself here in the boys soccer program. And now I'm just kind of leading the charge through all the different programs. The next slide, if we want to go ahead, just as a reminder of what Messiah had said earlier about, sports on campus is a fantastic way to bring about some school spirit. We've also found that freshmen, when they come in, sports is a fantastic way for kids to become connected with the school in other ways that they might not. So this slide here shows what sports we offer on campus. Obviously different programs. We have a varsity and a JV level. We do offer 3 current freshman teams, and that is girls volleyball and then both boys and girls basketball. All right. Your student can elect to participate in 3 sports during the school year. They can participate in 1 during the fall, 1 during the winter, and then 1 during the spring season. So each of these seasons take about 1/3 of the school year. That fall season will start in early August. Typically, many of those teams will begin the week before school begins, and then they will go until November. And then in the winter, they pick up in November, they go till mid-February, and then the spring sports will pick up in February, and then they will take us till the end of the school year. And so it's a fantastic way to deal with things. If you or your student is interested in playing a sport, we will have another informational meeting in May, specifically designed for getting kids geared up for those fall seasons of sports. Whether or not we do a webinar or something in person, of course, will be dealt with in that time. This slide and then the next slide, I just want to go through very quickly and briefly, just as a reminder for everybody looking. we've had a lot of success in the realm of sports here on campus, especially at the varsity level. We've had quite a few championships in the last 3 to 4 years. As you can see, they're on the left. And then our qualifications to section playoffs are listed there on the right in the last couple years. This slide here is just a Yahoo picture for all of us. We've had a lot of successful athletes that have excelled in their program and have become athletes of the year for the league and the PAL. And we are thrilled that they've been able to do so well. We are sad that they have graduated and moved on, but we were so excited to watch them here. And so then on the next slide is a shout out to the Booster Club and organization. Again, more information about that would come in May. But if you are interested in joining the Athletic Boosters, this is how you can do it. You can get on to this and look at those sites at your leisure. But we will, of course, be looking for help in May. The Boosters is vital in many ways to the athletic program. And so we are always thrilled to get new membership with that. So with that, I think that's it for my slides. And then we'll go ahead and go with the next presenter.
All right, the next group that present is our student newspaper, the Thunderbolt. We'll practice our wait time here, see if they're here. If not, we will move ahead, and then if we need to, we will circle back with them. And now I will introduce Ms. Turek for our Mills Multilingual Chinese, Spanish, and Chinese program.
So hello parents, incoming 8th graders. So my name is Carmel Turek and I represent the World Language Department. We have Chinese, Spanish, and Japanese, all full programs going all the way through AP for all the classes. It is considered an elective, but it's an academic elective. We'd like to see the students get at least 2 years to meet the California state requirements, and 3 years is nice, looking for the UC California requirements. If you click on, you'll have access to the slides, or if you write that down, the bit.ly, bit.ly/MHSWL, that will lead you to our department slides where you can have more information on the individual languages. First of all, there'll be a department overview, our standards, what we do, and then there'll be a slide for each individual language. We're still in the pandemic, but normally we would be taking field trips and we do all sorts of things. So if you look at the slides, you'll have all that information, and you can send me an email and I can address any question. Thank you so much.
All right, now I'd like to introduce AP Schlacks, who will cover the next few slides and highlight some of the stuff that's going on in our creative arts department and kind of give you a snippet of some of the projects that they have published.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to get to talk to all of you out there who are thinking about coming to Mills and becoming a Viking. Mills and our Vikings are creative, and we're going to have, I think, Eric Headley, Bella, and Yelania Abisso join us to speak about our arts programs. We offer drama, band, choir, orchestra, video production, art, ceramics, AP studio art, and media arts. So Eric, Bella, y'all there? Yelenia? That's okay. So we can go ahead and go to the next slide and talk about, so in in addition to the VAPA programs, which we will be able to share a couple of previews from those a little bit later on, we have a snippet of our regular broadcast, which is created by our video production students, highlighting things that happen at Mills on a regular basis. That we hope to be able to show you, in addition to a snippet from our upcoming play from our drama department, Our Town. But next, what I want to highlight is a different form of art that we promote quite a lot here at Mills, and that is something that is incredibly popular and exciting for our student body. And that's our CTE electives, our career and technical education electives. We offer a wide variety of CTE, including video production, but we also offer foods and nutrition, culinary, we offer a counseling pathway, or we're working on offering a counseling pathway, sorry about that. And we also have architectural design, woodworking, and engineering technology. Mills has a full CAD design, computer-aided design workshop, along with a fully functioning wood shop, a fully functioning kitchen with multiple ovens, and a space where the presentation and development of food and culinary skills is available for students. And both of these kinds of art are very important to us here at Mills. So I want to open up an opportunity for Ms. Jackson, who is a department head for VAPA, and then Ms. Tuttle, department head for CTE, to add to the description here of their two art departments.
Hi, I'm Ms. Jackson, and I work at Mills teaching both art and ceramics, advanced art, advanced ceramics, and the AP Studio Arts, 3 different strands of that particular class as the need arises for students' choices. The sequential course offerings can take 3 to 4 years for students to find that pathway. I have students that go on to study in the arts for their college choices and make career moves into that for their futures. The facilities at Mills has both a visual arts studio space as well as a ceramics lab. The Media Arts is a wonderful broadcasting studio space set up with Ms. Argy teaching media arts and broadcasting classes. Mr. Huddleston teaches our drama, and Mr. Gregoric is the music director at Mills High School. He's teaching choir, jazz band, orchestra, and the symphonic band as well. And if you have questions for any of us, please feel free, email me at pjackson@smuhsd.org. Be happy to give you each faculty member's email address to reach out, contact us with your questions. I really miss being there in person to meet all of you, because it's a really high energy evening, generally speaking. Not that Zoom isn't high energy, don't get me wrong here, but I do miss getting that chance to actually meet with all of you and be able to answer your questions as you formulate them. So please feel free, send me an email. I'll be happy to get back to each and every one of you. And thank you so much for being at Mills virtually tonight.
Thank you, Ms. Jackson. Ms. Tuttle?
Hi. Thank you very much. First of all, welcome to all. And as Ms. Jackson said, if we were there in person, we'd be in the kitchens. We would be having students, in my class anyway, would be serving you some green smoothies. And I teach the foods and hospitality, foods and nutrition, and culinary arts. It's part of the hospitality industry. This is a CTE class, which means Career Technical Education. And CTE is actually applied academics. Students can test drive a pathway to see if this is a career that makes sense for them. And we here at Mills are very fortunate to have several pathways in the CTE department. We have the hospitality pathway. We also have the video arts pathway, as Ms. Jackson talked about. We also have computer science, and we have the biotech pathway, and we have architecture and engineering, which you see here highlighted on this slide, which is a wonderful opportunity for everyone to try out some of these different hands-on career opportunities. There's lots of the hands-on experiences where students can operate different types of equipment and try these things out. It's also an opportunity for students to earn career college credits because several of our classes are dual enrollment, which means that students will not only get credit for CTE, but also will be earning credits for college at the same time. And your freshmen coming in will be able to take these classes and also be earning these college credits. Students also in our CTE program practice many professional skills, such as time management, teamwork, problem solving, and communication, which will all serve these students well in the real world. So come and join us. Our goal is to get you ready for a career, whether that be a trade certification, a four-year degree, a master's. The ultimate goal for our CTE department is to have your students enter a career. So I hope to see many of you freshmen here in our CTE department. Looking forward to meeting you. Thank you.
Okay, so knowing all of that, if you are interested in attending Mills, there are some important dates that you're going to need to know about. So student services is part of what my office oversees, and so that includes things like attendance, registration, and all of the steps that you will need to take in order to enroll here and become a Viking. Beginning November 10th, that's a Wednesday, the online enrollment form will become available. You'll want to go to the district website and look at the enrollment page to complete that form and make sure that you upload required documents that prove residency, information about how to contact you, your family, etc. And then beginning November 30th, that's when Priority 1 enrollment begins. So if you really, really want to come to Mills, you want to get your paperwork in and begin enrolling starting November 30th. Intra-district applications can be submitted at that time as well. Intra-district transfers are for students who live within the San Mateo Union High School district boundaries, but do not necessarily live in the Mills High School boundaries. An intra-district transfer would allow you to attend Mills even if you live in Burlingame or San Mateo and would be zoned for another school. So if you're interested in doing so, you would want to get those applications in soon. You can do this all online. Don't necessarily need an appointment with student services at the district office, but if you do need one or if you want help, district office student services staff will be available for you. So the documents that you'll need to provide. This is because you are changing districts, because we are a high school only district, we don't have all of these documents automatically like we would in a unified school district. So if you transfer from elementary to middle school within, say, the Millbrae School District and didn't have to submit a bunch of paperwork, we're a different school district, and so that's why you'll need to submit paperwork to us. You need to send a birth certificate or passport, immunization records, and student information, including transcripts. And then you'll also need to provide custody documents if needed, parent identification, a residency validation, which is a current lease or a rental agreement, rental insurance, a homeowner's policy or property tax document, residency affidavit, and then also a supplemental residency validation that shows not only do you have an address at the home within our district boundaries, but also that you're regularly residing there. So this could be a recent voter registration card. It could be tax returns, a W-2, a payroll or check stub, or utility bills addressed to you at that address often serve appropriately as well. So now is your chance to get a sneak peek at what our CTE and VAPA classes and students can create. This is our October 2021 broadcast produced by our students.
What about that intro? What's up, Vikings? It's Joshua Andrew, Viking Ambrosio.
And Julian Marquise Keone, Viking Reyes.
Welcome to the September broadcast.
September is Hispanic Heritage Month.
It sure is, Julian. Let's see what our amazing broadcast team has cooked up. This month is Latinx Heritage Month. Latinx refers to people who are of Latin American descent.
There's a multitude of Latin countries such as South America, Central America, and the Caribbean.
Latinx Heritage Month itself stemmed from the commemorations of Mexico Independence Day, September 16th, and Guatemala Independence Day, September 15th.
And to celebrate these important cultural events, here's our segment on Latinx history and culture.
Today we ask people who their favorite person in Latinx history is.
Right now, I'm super proud of Alex Padilla. He's our congressperson actually he's a senator for California. He's a born and raised Latinx in Los Angeles.
Emilio Zapata, Benito Juarez, and then lastly is Cesar Chavez, who I feel had a huge impact on us in our culture.
Next up, a segment to introduce our wonderful counselors.
I'm Miss Jade Neve, one of the new school counselors, and I see students with the last name G through LIN.
Yes, I am Mr. Fong, and I supervise the last names Po to Z.
I'm Ms. Vasquez, and I have students with alphabet LIN to PI. So again, I'm Rachel Mack, and I have students with last names A through F, and I'm also the lead counselor for our department.
School counselors support students, whether it be with academics, social emotional, or college and career.
There's a lot of ways we can help when it comes down to family drama popping off, academics, friendships, everything.
Yeah, so if you go to our Mills Counseling website and you click on school counseling, you can actually book an appointment with any school counselor, and it's very easy and convenient. Just go to our school counseling website.
Those counselors sure are great. They're very knowledgeable about mental health, which we'd like to spread awareness about with another segment.
As mental health awareness comes to a close, it is important to remember that mental health should be prioritized every month after. We went to visit the Mills Wellness team to discuss the importance of mental health accessibility and learn more about their services.
I'm Stacia Veal. I am the lead wellness counselor here at Mills.
She is currently on maternity leave for the next few months, but in the meantime, we have Miss Gabby if you need any wellness services.
I'm Laura Hahn. I'm also one of the wellness counselors here at Mills.
My name is Miss Lisa Wines, and I'm a wellness counselor here, and I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist.
Wellness counselors, we mainly provide support around your emotions, around your mental health. We also provide a space where you can just process and get things off your chest.
Ms. Stacia also highlights the limits and obligations of the wellness team when it comes to counseling students.
However, there's some limits to that. One, if it's around safety. If you're feeling like you're going to harm yourself or harm others, or there's abuse going on, at that point, it's our responsibility to make sure that you're safe and we find you and connect you with someone that can help you in that moment.
everything else that we talk about stays between us. So we like to say sometimes that maybe those sex, drugs, rock and roll questions that you have that you're not really sure who to ask about, or some of those conversations that might be kind of uncomfortable or embarrassing to have with someone else, wellness counselors are a really great place to start coming to have those conversations.
So, how do we get to wellness?
So I'm in the main office. My room number is A21, but you can also ask any adult in the building, like, hey, I'd like to talk with Miss Lisa or a wellness counselor, and they'll show you where my office is.
You can also schedule an appointment online from the school website. We would like to thank the wellness team for teaching us not only about school services, but also about the importance of mental health overall.
Stop by and say hi, introduce yourself. Yeah, come and see us anytime.
Thank you all for watching.
Have a nice day, and don't forget to check the Mills website for the daily bulletin.
Vikings out!
So if you are interested in learning how to produce a video like that, how to conduct interviews, how to edit, how to balance sound, then you will definitely want to attend Mills. We also have a snippet now from the drama department's fall presentation of the play Our Town.
Our Town, we'd like to invite you to see our production. We have over 25 students involved in our fall play, and when the spring musical comes around, which is Footloose this year, we'll have over 100 student musicians, singers, dancers, performers, and crew members. So it's a great way to get involved, and our performances are fantastic. We also have opportunities for students to get involved in other ways. We have amazing visual artists who create promotional materials, and these are just some of the entries for our Playbill cover promotional material contest. So students can get involved in so many different ways. So come and see Our Town. It's $10 for adults. Seniors are $8, and all San Mateo Union High School District students are free. That's November 18th, 19th, and 20th at 7 p.m. and with an additional matinee performance on Saturday, November 20th at 2 p.m. We hope to see you there. Come and check out an American classic, Our Town.
So we wish very much that you could come visit us in person right now. Unfortunately, we are still dealing with a pandemic that makes it not a wise idea to have lots and lots and lots of new people come to our campus. So very soon we are going to send out a link to you all to be able to do a 360-degree interactive campus tour put together by one of our amazing teachers, Mr. Stephen Wang, along with help from several other of our teachers, including Ms. Kovacs, I believe. And we're really excited to show you this, not only because we want you to be able to see the beauty of our campus and how much it feels like home here for so many of our students, staff, and faculty, but also because it's a chance for us to show off the skills and talents of our teachers. Mr. Wang, who led this process of making this virtual tour, was also just awarded the San Mateo Union High School District's Golden Apple Award for teaching for the month of October. He was nominated for this by his colleagues, and regularly we hear that our science department, along with many of our other departments and our teachers, is something where students find joy in learning, and you can definitely see that in this campus tour, which we will send out to you all very soon. So there is, you can go ahead, closing up. So we have a list of resources for you here, and this PowerPoint is going to be posted on our school website. We're also going to ask you all, if you don't mind, to take a moment in the Q&A and drop your email address in there for us, because we want to know who's here, and we want to be able to send updates to you all. to let you know when our campus tour is accessible and live, when this PowerPoint is posted so that you can click through it, and when there are special events coming up, including this Friday. We will have a football game and a presentation from our music department, the third annual Mills Groovathon, where students, staff, faculty, and community members will get together for some good food, performances of music, and maybe a little bit of impromptu karaoke. So we would love to see you at the Mills campus to come participate in one of those outdoor events. And we will also have several parent groups tabling and ready to talk to any parents and families who are interested in learning more about Mills. So once again, please drop your email address into our Q&A for us so that we can get your email addresses and reach out to you. And thank you so much for considering Mills as your high school home. AP Gomez, did you want to close anything up?
No, we'll update the slide, put it up on the Mills website, and then also include the link. So check out the link on our school homepage. And then we'll have these links open for you all to kind of peruse through and kind of take a deeper dive into like the English department, what type of what they're doing in their program, world language. So, you know, at a different time, just visit our website. And if there's any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to us. Thank you again. And hope you guys have a wonderful evening.
Special thank you to all the teachers who joined us this evening to answer questions in the Q&A and present. Thank you to all of you for spending the evening with us. And thank you, MC Gomez and AP Schlags. Go Vikings! I am putting a survey in the Q&A. If you've added your email address, we'd really love your feedback if you just have a minute or two to complete the survey. Thank you.
We're going to keep the webinar open. That way people have an opportunity to drop in their emails. That way we can collect that and kind of push out communication to you all. So we'll keep this webinar going just a few more minutes. If teachers and staff, you could log off if you want. Thank you again.
I don't think we need translation anymore. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Tam. Good to see you.
Lost the light in my room. It's dark.
I noticed that when you came back on.
Oh.
All right. I think we're gonna end it now.
Can we download do you know for sure if we'll be able to download the Q&A?
That's what I'm worried about.
Okay. We don't have any open questions, so let me see if I can.
It's all under answered.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've been dropping that survey link in there.
Right, I saw that.
Yeah, everybody can see it. So
I'm gonna
it's
try.
It's really interesting data coming through in that survey.
Yeah, and Gabe is technically the account holder, so I wonder if he could download all that.
Yeah, I think Tamiko said that in the chat, the host should get a copy of the chat after the Zoom ends. So I think Gabe will get that chat. Good.
All right, so.
Yeah, give me 30 seconds to make sure, because I just copied everything in the answered. Okay.
We still have about 36 people on.
Hi, everyone. If you're still here, send us your email address. Thank you, Tamiko.
There's also, thank you, a survey I'm sending folks. It'd be great to have your feedback. And there's a place you can also put your email on that survey. Good, 43, which is almost a third of our participants.
Yeah, I think the most I saw was like 210. Did someone catch?
Yeah, over 200 for sure. I saw that too.
All right, I'm gonna.
Okay, good night. See you tomorrow morning.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.